This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, digs to his right, gets to the 20. He's at the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks a third tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, swings down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell, intercepted! The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption! Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown! No greater redemption!
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew, and guys, we have a jam-packed episode for you guys tonight, and I'm still going to try to make it quick. How about that, huh? But if this is your first time here, I want to thank you guys for checking us out, man. We're going to run right to these formalities, okay? We start every show the same exact way. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications in case you don't have them turned on already. We bring you guys impromptu shows. Just this afternoon, I stayed home from work, had to take the kids at the dentist, and I was like, you know what, man? I got time today. And so, boom, we just did a show, right? If you don't have those notifications turned on, you won't know when we're going live. So it's very important that you turn those notifications on, okay? We want you to follow us on some of our social media platforms. We have Twitter and Snapchat. Those handles are Nothing But 9 ERS. That is the number 9, Nothing But 9 ERS. We also have Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitch. Those handles are Nothing But Niners. That is spelled all the way out. Spaces in between, maybe some underscores or something like that, but there are no numbers in there anywhere. Make sure you follow us on those platforms, Nothing But Niners. All right? We have Patreon, guys. Get on over there, man. We got some good stuff coming to you guys this week on Patreon, man. Might have to spill some beans on a couple of things, you know. So head on over there, patreon.com/NB9ERS. Make sure you get there before it's too late. Don't be the last one to join. Regular season is going to be here soon. We're going to be back to doing our shows over there, and I have some special things I've been working on for you guys for this coming season. It's going to be a lot of fun. So get on over there, patreon.com/NB9ERS. All right. Now we have an email. If you guys want to send us some questions, comments, concerns, suggestions for the show, guests you want us to speak to, things like that, head on over, man. NB9ERS@nothingbutniners.com. All right. That's going to be your place to go to send the email. Communicate with us, man. I'd like to talk back to people as well, all right? I'm your guy, Mike Andrews, 83 on Twitter. I will be joined in a couple of minutes by my guy, Wayne Breezy. He's going to be in here, man. And shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are phenomenal. Look at you. Man, what's up? Are y'all excited yet, man? We got scrimmages happening at practice. We haven't even put on the pads to practice against another team or anything. And the boys are already out there coming to fisticuffs. Kyle Shanahan having to stop things. Man, y'all have to be as excited as I am. Like, I can almost taste it. And then somebody told me, oh, 49ers shouldn't. Hey, my bro, anything we can do to help. I'm glad you saw it. I'm glad you got it and everything. But, you know, we got you, man. We got you, man. All right? Keep fighting, bro. Keep fighting. Someone told me that training camp starts on Thursday. I mean, not training camp. The Hall of Fame game is on Thursday. Is that real? Don't tease me with a good time, guys. Don't tease me with a good time, because that is going to be incredible. You know what I'm saying? That's I forgot to say. No, I did say. All right, so I'm trying to stall until my man Wayne gets on. Now, he said that he was just walking in the door. Y'all know Wayne's the hardest working man in the industry. So what we're going to do is we're going to stun on him. I'm going to put my Niners glasses on. These are the official sunglasses of the San Francisco 49ers. All right. I don't know if these are the official ones or not, but they gave them to me. I got them from the 49ers folks. All right. If you guys have these glasses, well, let me shut up. All right. Yes, I want to hear Brian Young's speech. You know, I'm really looking forward to Hall of Fame weekend, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. I will be honest with you guys. There's not a lot of Hall of Fame speeches I watch live. This gotta be this is going to be the one. My favorite football player ever. Y'all know I have to go over there. Y'all know I got to go over there and watch that live, man. That's going to be a great one, right? That's going to be a great one. Peachy making fun of me because I said skirmishes. I'm sorry, Peachy, man. Is that an old term? I even said fisticuffs. That might be older than skirmishes. Like, who says fisticuffs? I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. Y'all have heard some of the crazy stuff I say on here, soup to nuts. Like, I don't know. By the way, I did hear someone else say soup to nuts. It's not just a mic thing, all right? It's not just a mic thing. But we do have a couple of things to get to here. Wayne and I did a brief show earlier today talking about the little outing that happened there, man. The team was coming to blows, man. Brandon Ayuk squared up to fight Fred Warner again. Not like period, again. Like this is the second time. And Kyle Shanahan has the pause practice. Was ready to throw fists before the dog pile crashed on him. These guys are getting heated, man. These guys are getting heated. And I thought for sure we were going to get a chance to hear from those guys today at the pressers, and they did not do that. In fact, they avoided all but one wide receiver, and I understand why Deebo got to speak. They avoided linebackers. They went with Drake Jackson and Deebo. And then even when they went with Deebo, the 49ers media did a terrible, terrible job of putting it out there. The audio was messed up. They cut the video short, but there are links out there if you guys want to see Deebo's presser. He answered a lot of questions. I'm really, really waiting for Wayne to get in here because there's some stuff that I want to talk here. I'm going to probably piss off some people in tonight's episode. So I'm apologizing now. I'm just an opinionated person, guys. I have to tell you guys what's on my mind. So, is that a what? Someone just said something about a jersey. Oh, I can't find it now. Oh, it's that Jersey Air, Mike. Aha. Baracha. All right, so I guess I'm done stalling, man. I'm going to get to some of these things that happened today that I want to talk about with you guys. So the first one here is going to be about the progress of our quarterback in Trey Lance, okay? How do I put my oh, wait. I think I figured it out. Oh, I like this. Okay, cool. All right, so let me share a screen with you guys here. Let's talk about this really quick, guys. So you guys know what's going on in camp and everything, right? Camp is getting really, really interesting, and I like to hear about growth. I want to hear about players improving. More importantly, I want to hear about our quarterback improving, right? Trey Lance is out there. This young man is coming in, and he is working as hard as he can. But here we are seeing some of the benefits of it right here. Rob Lauder tweets out, Trey Lance continues to make the most of the nonstop assault from the 49ers defense. There were multiple plays where Lance evaded pressure and fired the ball downfield. A couple sidearms to George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk down the middle, raising eyebrows. No turnovers today. This is a loaded, well-written tweet by my guy, Rob Lauder. Now, the reason why this is such an interesting tweet, first of all, like he said, the pursuit has been relentless, all right? They have been getting after Trey the entire time since we've heard about training camp starting, right? 5 practices in, 6 they don't care. They are getting after him with pads, without pads. They've been getting after him, and they continue to do that. But what I'm liking about this is hearing the fact that Trey Lance is able to adjust. He's able to fight through it and still come on and do what he needs to do. He's finding his playmakers down the field. He's finding his playmakers across the middle, on the move. Listen, a part of what I heard Deebo say today in this presser was, we have the best defense in the NFL, right? And if he can go out there and move and still function, still hit players, still find ways to make plays against this defense, I don't want to disrespect any of the teams, but just imagine what it's going to be like against some of them other boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine what it's going to be like when we go up against teams with lesser talent on the defensive side of the ball. Like, it's really, really, really interesting to me. And I like hearing that. Now, the flip side to this is, when is the offensive line going to get him some help? I've heard some positive things about some individuals on the offensive line. I heard some positive things about Aaron Banks, right? That's got to be the biggest positive considering where he was last year. But then you also hear that Aaron Banks is getting blown up by Alex Barrett, and he's 250 pounds. So you take the good with the bad. One rep loss does not say that he's not a good offensive lineman anymore. So I kind of get that, but it is definitely something you want to keep your eye on, because if you keep hearing those kind of reports where they're doing that in the one-on-ones, then all of a sudden you're in a lot of trouble. Oh, I didn't send Wayne the link. I apologize, man. My bad, bro. I thought I did, but let me send it back to him. I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, so like, if it's something that you keep hearing about, then it's dangerous, and I like this here, right? James Williams, Mike, what is Deebo supposed to say? That the defense is mediocre? It's a good question, right? And when in the presser, he says, and I quote, we have one of the best. No, we have the best defense. See, what he's supposed to say is we have one of the best defenses, or there's a lot of talented guys on the defense. Players know how to say certain things without lying. You know what I'm saying? There's ways to be nice about certain situations and certain scenarios without saying and declaring the best, right? People don't say, hey, yeah, Trent Williams he's a top 5 left tackle. They don't do that. They'll tell you Trent Williams is the best left tackle in the NFL. Hell, you ask the right person, they'll say Trent Williams is the best player in the NFL. Hey, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. But my point is, he corrected himself in the midst of that statement, James. He could have said what he started to say. We have one of the best. No, and then he stopped himself. No, we have the best defense in the NFL. Who am I to disagree? Look at the depth on that defensive line. Have y'all heard how locked down Charvarius Ward has been all camp? And I'm hearing Emmanuel Mosley don't want to be outdone. I'm hearing Jimmy Ward is like, hold on now. I'm the vet here. I'm the guy with the proof. Don't ask me. Just go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it. It's he could have said one of the best. He said the best. And again, that's why I like what I'm hearing from Trey Lance. Hey, keep the pressure coming. If I can function in this chaos right here, imagine what I can do later on. I was watching Wayne and John Chapman earlier on today, and Wayne was talking about he had this duh moment, right? Or duh. He's saying it somehow in a way that only Wayne can do it. But he was talking about how people said Trey Lance is looking better with the offensive line looking better. And he said, basically, yeah, no, beep. Of course he's going to – you ready, bro? Let me bring you – I don't have to put words in the man's mouth. The man is right here. The man ain't going to stand for it. Tell me what you said, bro. You was there when you said it. I was listening when you said
it. It's like they're like, oh, yeah, Trey Lance is struggling, blah, 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 blah. And then Trey Lance looked really good today. He had pass protection. If the offensive line is there and the offensive line that's supposed to be there for Trey Lance is there, obviously he's going to play better if the kid has time to throw the ball. Y'all used to say that about Jimmy Garoppolo all the time. Why can't Trey get the same love? Give him an offensive line, he's going to throw the ball. That's why a lot of people are like, man, if this offensive line isn't as good as it's supposed to be, Trey may struggle. The difference is Trey still finds ways to make plays with the bad offensive line, Mike.
And that's what I was highlighting right before you jumped on. I'll show you again really quick because I don't think you were down there that long. So I apologize. I think I sent you the link afterwards. So I'm gonna do a screen share here. I thought this was a really well written tweet by our guy Rob Louder. I thought that this tweet was very telling on how Trey Lance is improving Is it on the screen there now? It says Trey Lance continues to. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trey Lance continues to make the most of the nonstop assault from the 49ers defense. There were multiple plays where Lance evaded pressure and fired the ball downfield. A couple sidearms to George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk down the middle, raising eyebrows. No turnovers today. That last sentence, too. No turnovers today. Other than the first day of camp, it's been turnovers every single day against this defense.
Mm-hmm.
And so I thought that was something that we should highlight, the fact that Trey is learning to function in the midst of the chaos. Bro, the NFL don't want that problem. They don't want that problem, bro.
I tell you, I keep trying to tell people that the NFL, stop comparing Trey Lance to anybody, because the NFL has not seen Trey Lance. They haven't seen it yet. They have not seen it yet. And so I like the fact that Trey's making those mistakes. I like the fact that Trey is even in the mistakes. Look at the mistakes. Guess what he's doing? He's throwing the ball away. They're not just sacks. He's getting the ball out. He's getting it out quick. He's like, oh, snap, I'm not going to take the sack. That's going to be a loss for my team. I see a receiver in the area. Let me get it out there and so when nobody can't catch it. It's my 50th show today. It's Tuesday, baby. Tuesday is Breezy Sweeps. I'm around. You know what I'm saying? I get it around like Tupac. But listen.
Hardest working man in the industry. I say it all the time, man. You and Croc. I don't know which one of y'all do more, bro.
I think Croc on TV now. He got that he went to New York and done filmed and got some yeah, man. Shout out to Croc, man.
Oh, speaking of, really quick, don't lose your thought, please.
Gotcha.
I have a fantasy game that I want all of y'all watching to participate in.
Okay.
All right. It's gonna be an announcement coming later on. I'm gonna have promo codes and all that stuff, just like Croc, but this one's gonna be a little different. I'm excited to bring this to y'all. I can't wait. We're going to do stuff on the screen together and everything. All right, go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry. Because Trey Lance, like you said, there is no, oh, is he Patrick Mahomes? Oh, is he?
It's not. I need us to stop. He's not. He is everything. All right. When Kyle Shanahan told you exactly what he wanted in a quarterback at the end of getting his ass handed to him on the Buffalo Bills on a Monday Night Football game, and he went and during that presser, he sat there and said, I need a quarterback that got the arm like this, that can run like this, that can do this and do that. Kyle went and researched those college football tapes. Why do you think that I kept picking Trey Lance, guys? No, Mike. Why do you think I kept picking? That was he told. Sometimes they're telling us exactly what they mean. We're just too slow.
When he said it, I was like, all right, it's Justin Fields to Trey Lance. That's who I thought he was. Legs like Lamar Jackson. Like Drew Brees.
Yes.
It was only two choices in this draft. In that draft, there was only two.
And in my opinion, what's the name is more like a Drew Brees. I think Justin Fields might end up being more like that Drew Brees' type of a guy. Even though he can move and can run, he's small, he's tiny, he reminds me of a Drew Brees.
The work ethic of Trey Lance puts him closer to the Drew Brees category than Justin Fields.
It does.
I will admit it. I will absolutely admit it right now.
It does.
I have no problem admitting that. I underestimated that young man's work ethic.
Uncle Bill reading some of these comments. He says, guess what BA stands for? Badass. Listen, that Brandon Ayuk. All right, look, man. First of all, just understand the work that Trey's putting in. You know how you know Trey is dope? Because even with all the turmoil that goes down in the camp and the way they make it look like he's doing so bad, ain't not one player got something bad to say about this cat. They keep saying not a player or a coach. And you can usually you when something is really bad, it's almost hard to hide it. Them cats, they glow the moment they like ask me about Trey Lance. Ask me about Trey Lance.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, ask me. They glow. Trey Lance, Bruce Leroy, bro. He got the glow. NorCal Bill.
Oh man, I'm looking like Macho Man Randy said.
I love them glasses. Bro. All you need is a Slim Jim.
Yeah. Oh, does that work on keto? Can I eat Slim Jims on keto?
It's meat. Processed. God dang it! I got through the whole day.
I'm too childish. I'm sorry. All right, we got a lot of other things to discuss though. I don't know if you I sent the description somewhere about some of the topics that we got on here
Oh, yeah.
for today. And so
We got a show.
Yeah, we do. And you know what? We're not going to struggle with this one. We're going to flow. We're going to do what we do here. All right. So the camp fights, like I said, we did a show on it earlier. If y'all haven't seen it, go back and watch that one. We won't touch on it too much, but I will say this. Were you surprised they didn't have any linebackers or other wide receivers speak today other than Deebo? I mean, we know why Deebo spoke. It was a contract.
Deebo had to speak. Yeah, it was a contract thing.
So we know why he was there, but they did Drake Jackson, special teams coordinator, Brian, I always say his last name wrong. Schottenheimer?
Schneider?
Yeah. Schneider. Damn it. Brian Schneider. And then they did Deebo at the end. And then they didn't even want you to hear Deebo's. Did you watch it on the 49ers joint?
Yeah, on the YouTube, Deebo was muted, but if you watched it on Twitter, it was good. So I don't know if it was YouTube that had the issue with the audio.
It was the 49ers, the people who pause it and put the special screen on in between. They never unmuted the mics. So the beat writers that were there actually recorded it and uploaded it to their YouTube pages.
No, I watched it straight from the San Francisco, but I watched it straight from the 49ers.
Oh, so they must have a backup feed.
Feed.
They already chopped it up and everything, and they put it out there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So then the backup feed must have fixed it then. All right. So I watched it on David Lombardi's YouTube page.
Got you.
He recorded the whole thing.
We sure give David Lombardi a lot of props. It'd be dope if he shouted us out every now and then on his show. Just saying.
I think that might be the first time I ever said his name on this show, actually. And I wasn't trying to be funny or nothing like that. He's kind of like a statistician type of dude. So I kind of like when he breaks down the numbers, like, you know what I'm saying. And then he plays some games that I don't like all the time though. He likes to try to spin stuff back to Jimmy G and
everything gets pinned back to Jimmy G. He started the whole interception thing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. The 49ers threw a total of 11 interceptions all camp last year. They already got 11 now. Dude, Trey only threw 3 of them joints, bro.
Right.
3 out of 11. And my tweet to him was 3 out of 11, not bad.
Right. Exactly. All right. Now, let me talk about this. Peachy's comment here. Even with the exit QB thrown on the sidelines trying to grab all the damn attention. This was I'm not going to say a point of contention. Yes, it was a point of contention, but I said what I had to say in the group chat, and I let it go. Wayne, what were your thoughts on Jimmy Garoppolo being on the sidelines while the national media was there today?
Jimmy knew exactly what he was doing. This was definitely an attention grab, and I don't care what anybody else out there got to say. You knew it was bad when the NFL Network commentators was like, why is Jimmy here, like, doing this? Like, this could be a problem. And I think it was Steve Mariucci, to be honest. It was one of them. I can't remember who it was. And so it was just like, yo, like, I get Jimmy has to be there. He's obligated to be there. We talked about that. Like, it's in his contract. He has to, it's in the CBA, which is part of his contract. He has to be at the practices. As far as his workout bonus, I believe there's not a workout bonus. Does he have to work out? No. We already know Kyle Shanahan's going to keep him out. You did notice that Jimmy threw today. I don't know if you peeped that, but Jimmy was throwing today. And I thought the NFL Network was going to even show it, but they didn't. But they were surprised too, because they were like, yo, man, like, why is Jimmy here? You know what I mean? And yep. Mm-hmm.
She using the eggplants. I'm sorry, did you see that comment from Peachy with the eggplant symbol?
I did, bro. I did.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo actually needed to be there. And so this is what my take was on it in the group chat. And y'all can tell me how y'all feel about him being there. Yes.
But see, you said you think he needed to be there. Now, I agree with that.
Not needed in the sense of avoiding the fine, though.
No, he needed to be there to promote his brand. Like, yes. Jimmy's got to get a team, right? And so the 49ers allowed it to happen, but it was also taking the attention off. The one day Trey Lance goes hamburger and cheese, we not talking about Trey? That was my thing. The one day Trey gets 0 interceptions, he's throwing this, he's throwing that, the attention goes to Jimmy. That's what I have a problem with. But you're right. Go ahead and finish explaining your thought. I agree.
No, you spoke on it right there, right? So not only does Jimmy have to worry about his brand, the 49ers have to show people, hey, Jimmy's okay. He's healthy. He's out there running. He's out there throwing. He's out there stretching. He's just not on the field with the players taking reps, right? So the 49ers have to show what Jimmy Garoppolo is if they're trying to find a trade partner. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's a necessary evil. I understand people aren't happy, like the fans, the faithful, aren't happy about seeing him, aren't happy about hearing about him, but he absolutely needed to be there today during the national media showing. Because for all the other practices, he was there early. And then when they took the field, he was off to the sideline or heading back inside. He needed to be there during it today. So that way, because I saw a video of Steve Mariucci walking off to the sideline, talking to Jimmy one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? And so what's going to happen is Mooch is going to go on NFL Network. He's going to say, you know, I had a nice long talk with Jimmy Garoppolo today when I was out there at the 49ers camp, and he is in great spirits. He is all in. He is ready to rock and roll this season. Like this is politicking. This is what they have to do. Again, it's a necessary evil. And I have a level of respect for Kyle and John knowing, hey, national media's here. We can't tuck him away on the side. We got to let them see him. We got to hope that he does something impressive on the sideline and word gets out. I saw Jimmy Garoppolo throw this beautiful dime about 50 yards down the field. You know how I know the 49ers want this to come out? Because if you listen to Matt Mayoko's podcast, he said that. He was like 50 yards on a rope. I've never heard Matt Mayoko say that about any other quarterback before. The Niners want this word to get out there that they're doing what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to work. I think they're going to find somebody to trade. You know what I'm saying? So I like it, man. I like it.
I don't like it, but I understand it. I don't like it.
All right. Okay.
Because it needs to be all about Trey, but I understand business.
It is all about Trey. They didn't say Jimmy looked good with the team. They didn't say that players.
It doesn't matter. The cameras are still on him. When the camera, like I said, if Trey was having a terrible day, they would have made sure those cameras got on Trey's terribleness. But Trey had a great day, and you didn't get any national Trey attention. And that's my issue. They're there to see Trey. They were at the 49ers camp today for Trey. But instead, Jimmy stole the show.
I'll be honest with you. I can't disagree with that, but I can't agree with. I didn't see the NFL's coverage of our training camp today. So I don't know how much about Jimmy they talked at all. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I didn't see it.
It was a good chunk of Jimmy. It was a lot on Kyle, right? Kyle was the one that spoke. I'm just talking about in the background. It would have been cool. Now, you did see some Trey. You did see him snap the ball, but you didn't see him who he threw the ball to or things like that. You saw him make the throw, whatever. I don't know if that's by design, if that's planned by Kyle Shanahan or whatnot, but they did speak highly on Jimmy. And my thing is, the national media has been painting this crazy picture about Trey Lance. Well, they have the opportunity to show Trey, and they bombed it because Jimmy, at the very beginning of practice or whatever or whatnot, took the cameras. I ain't going from me. Yeah. It's just what it is.
All right. So let's keep this thing moving, man. There was some stuff that I saw today. Lord, be with me. Get me through this because I don't want to. I'm gonna figure out how to say this stuff the right way today. That's what my goal is here.
Okay.
Brian Schneider addressed the media today. Did you get a chance to see his presser?
I did, but it was more boring than Nick Bosa's.
It was very, very bland. It was so. I was gonna ask you if you had any major takeaways, but it seemed like it was just his day to go up there and he wanted to get through it.
The only takeaway that I got that I even tweeted about earlier was that he feels like the team has improved on special teams from OTAs till now. I have no idea what that means, but that's what he said. He did mention a couple of players. He did mention one player. He said he didn't want to single out all the players, but he did mention a player that he felt like was doing really good on special teams. I believe it was it Talanoa Hufanga? I can't remember who that player was off the top of my head.
I don't remember who he singled out, but
okay.
I didn't expect to hear from him anymore this offseason. I'm going to tell you why. He has, when he did his presser at the 49ers State of the Franchise this year, they asked him if he watched any of the 49ers special teams previously, and he was like, no. And they were like, were there any players that you wanted? He was like, no. He was like, because unfortunately, as a special teams coordinator, I am left to work with whoever's on the final 53. So I have to look at everybody. So who they had last year isn't going to make a difference. So then like you just said, they've improved since OTAs. That's all he's working on. That's all. That's where that was his ground zero.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's me, Mike.
Yeah. So it was like I didn't expect to hear from him again because he's not going to have much to say. He's not looking for he's not looking to give us anything new because he can't give us anything new. All right, I'm gonna go solo layout here. Let me Breezy is gonna be right back. Promise y'all. All right, let me refresh. There it is. I got it. It's coming. Give me 2 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, sent. And my man's gonna be right back. Y'all don't worry. Just a little hiccup. I think he's gonna help me with some of the stuff. I'm trying to do too much all at one time, so he's gonna help me. All right. Yes, Kevin, I did hear Danny Gray was out there doing his thing today. Boom. I ain't even got to add him. See, now he can add himself. Look at that. See, look at how God won't he do it?
Oh, won't he will?
I did hear that Danny Gray was out there showing off today, man. So,
As
you know,
he
like
should.
these are some of the things that we need to hear, you know? And this, all right, we here. This is what I want to talk about. This is what I'm gonna.
He's the people's champ.
Wayne.
He is a wrestler.
Wayne.
He is a entertainer. He is George Kittle. Now, George Kittle it had better been a Bud Light because I believe he's sponsored by Bud Light. Remember, he got the new Kittle Bud beer can. He had it at Tight End U. So I'm hoping it was a Bud Light.
Bro, I honestly, is this professional? Is this appropriate?
What's
Come on now. I know everybody loves George Kittle. All right, here we go. I'm gonna show
after practice.
He's at work.
It's after practice, after work.
No, it's not after. He went and signed autographs afterwards. Look, here's the tweet. I'm gonna show you.
But that's after work hours. What they choose to do.
49ers George Kittle shotguns a beer before he signs more autographs. And then, like what? Let me go. Honestly. See, all right, maybe I feel like this would be a double standard. If Vernon Davis did that, you think this would be just widely accepted? Like, oh, that's so cool.
It depends.
That is awesome.
Do you think it would be widely accepted by us?
If Kyle Pitts did that, would it be widely accepted? Would it just be cool and acceptable?
I don't know because it doesn't seem like that's their personality. So I would say no. Like, I don't think people would accept it because they wouldn't think that's part of their personality. But a lot of people feel like George Kittle is that type of personality. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and signing autographs is after hours, so you get what you get. If fans come up to me after I clock out from a show, I'm gonna be sipping a drink, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my. It is what it is.
My man had a beer on the field, bro. I mean, look, maybe I'm looking at it
So
wrong.
ask yourself this, then, Mike. Why was there a cooler of beers?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I was hoping that shit was like a Pepsi because I couldn't see what he dropped. I would have just rather say
it's a beer, right? Does it?
Right.
It doesn't. Yeah, it could have been a juice box.
That's what I'm hoping. But the post said a beer, and then people celebrated him chugging a beer on the field. I just think it's a double standard. I don't know. People think I hate him, so it's gonna come off the wrong way, and I know it's gonna come off the wrong way. But I just don't think that would have been accepted if that was Trey Lance. What do you think? Oh my God, this 22-year-old is out there drinking a beer at practice. Like, come on.
But then again, it's
like that
like
would have been different, bro.
It would have been because that's not their personality, Mike. We know Kittle's personality. Like, we know he drank beer. If we knew Trey Lance drank beer, Niner by nature, if he was black, they would have called him a thug. If
that's what I'm trying, that's all. Like, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be the racy guy because you know I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy.
I'm not looking at it like that, and I can't tell y'all not to look at it like that. I'm going off of the players and how their personalities are. So if it was a black guy with that had that type of personality. And y'all wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to shut up. I'm trying to say this without saying the bad words.
Okay.
Players did cocaine on the sideline. Are we worried about a bear?
Wayne, yes, they did. On the sideline, in the locker rooms, players smoke weed in the locker rooms.
Bro, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
Tell me one time it was celebrated.
I done messed it up. Did I knock my headphones out?
Yeah, nope. Now we can't hear you no more. See? I'm playing.
You can't hear me for real?
I was joking. I can hear you. I'm just saying. Now tell me one time.
I never said that it was.
Irving was.
Are you mad? Wait. Are you upset that the fans are celebrating this? Are you upset that he drank the beer? Pick one. You can't have both.
I don't care that he drank a beer.
So you're upset that the fans celebrated it?
Like our show is sponsored by freaking Gold Bar whiskey.
Right.
I'm not against alcohol.
Gold Bar, I need about 4 more bottles. So you're upset that the fans, so this ain't got shit to do with Kittle. This is that the fans celebrated it. Okay. Mike, you beef. This is why you got 10 followers, bro. Stop beefing with the fans, bro.
I don't even tweet this kind of stuff out. It only comes out on the show. I promise you. See? I feel you, Mike. If it was Deebo, they would have been all over it. You can't name another. I'm sorry.
Who would? You mean the fans would have been all over it?
They would have crucified him.
They would have. They crucified Deebo for requesting a trade. They crucified Deebo for removing his stuff off of social media. So I get it. You're right. I get where you're going with this. I just don't see anything wrong with him drinking the beer. That's my issue.
I don't have a problem with him drinking the beer at all.
But the way
he did it, it's a time and place for everything. They tell you to be professional. We got to walk around with the standard of professionalism, and they tell us to cut our hair. Man, don't get me. I'm all right. I got it.
No, I get where you're going. It's called booger sugar. I like gamer.
But my point, like Michael Irvin was known for the coke, right? Like
booger sugar.
Sure. Yep. And then you ain't never seen him do it on the sidelines. You never heard nobody celebrating that stuff. Like people were applauding it. I guarantee you that there'll be people at games trying to give Kittle beers now. I guarantee you it's gonna happen.
Hey man, I don't drink beer, so no, I don't have a beer next to me, guys. I'm not a beer drinker. Like if I drink, it's gotta be ice cold, and I take it to the head.
That's what he did. Oh. He pulled it right out the cooler and took it right to the head. He got your swag. All right, I'm off it. I just wanted to know if it bothered anybody else the way it was received. I'm saying that's what it is.
I'm sitting at my show, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell are they talking about with this beer thing. And I'm like, why are they making something wrong with it? So, guys, I see a lot of people saying there's nothing wrong. You guys got to understand, Mike got 2 agendas going on right now. I initially he was like, this is wrong. It's not the right place to do it. And then he switched it over to y'all. He's mad at y'all for celebrating it. So, blame Mike. That's what it is. Yeah.
All right.
Guys, when they make weed legal, well, weed is legal, but when the NFL make it legal, they're going to be passing blunts all day long.
All right. And like I said, PG's coming here. They had the booger sugar they did. But it wasn't celebrated. In fact, they laughed at him for doing it. They called him the Cocaine Cowboys. Come on, bro. They called him the Cocaine Cowboys as a negative. It was a negative. It was not something that people walked out with signs celebrating. You're going to see shirts with George Kittle chugging beers, bro. It's celebrated.
I know one player that they celebrated cocaine with, and that's Lawrence Taylor. They matter of fact, they supplied the cocaine every game. They was like, he don't look right today, yo. Go give him this packet. See, y'all thought it was that salt that you wake the people up with.
Salt, bro. It was
that wasn't the smelling salt.
You wrong.
That was sugar boogers. Yeah.
It wasn't on camera. Prove it.
Yeah. Y'all think I'm joking, man. If y'all wasn't born in the era, y'all have no idea what I'm talking about, y'all young 49er whippersnappers. But those that know what I'm talking about, LT, he played some of his best football.
All right, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. I apologize. George Kittle can do no wrong. I apologize.
No. That's not where you was going with this, Mike. I need you to stick to where you was going with it. It's a weird stereotype type of thing that you're going with this. Like it's like, yo, so it's okay for him to do it, but if this player did it, they would be crucified.
Look, even if Jimmy Garoppolo did it, they would be saying all kinds of negative shit about him. I don't know another player that could have done that on camera and been celebrated for it.
And been celebrated. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. So you can say it's the player, you can say it's the celebration, the time and place.
Michael wearing a mink coat. Them guys was different back in the 80s. He thought he was what's my man? He thought he was the Mac.
They said I sound like an old man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to. All right, let me get to some of the other topics because I don't want y'all to hate me. And I appreciate everybody out here right now. Thank y'all for checking in with us right now. What we up 2+? All right, so what else did I have here? The Battle of the Bears. All right, so Nick Bosa was on NFL Network, and he was talking about his workout routine and everything. You know, he's sitting there, and they asked him a very interesting question. He said, you know, Joey built a gym for us down in Florida, and, you know, we go in there and we get our workouts, just us. Every once in a while, Dad will come in, throw up some weights and all that stuff. And they were like, all right. They were like, so you, Joey, and your dad go at it. Who's the stronger one? So they asked a question along those lines, like who's gonna get the best of somebody, or who's the strongest person, or and who do you think Nick Bosa's answer was?
His dad.
Gotta respect daddy, don't you?
Hell yeah. It's a different strength, bro.
So, yeah, he said daddy got that country strength. He said he grew up. He said he grew up chopping wood. He was like, we didn't have that lifestyle growing up.
That's real. Those real muscles, bro. That ain't dead weight. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I tell you what, y'all want to come work out? Come work out with me in my backyard. Help me lift these motherfucking logs. Them shits is heavy as hell, bro. These tree trunks in my backyard. I'll be like, yo, man, I did it 1 week. I took 3 weeks off. So it's a monthly thing. Takes 1 week, 3 weeks off, bro. Take some time. That's a different type of strength, though, man.
So what that wanted me. You know how we did the whole dog thing before and we brought it up earlier? Right?
Oh, here we go.
All right. So now what I want you to do is classify 3 types of bears. Let me get this.
Okay, you got your grizzly bears. You got your black bears.
Uh-huh. You're going to do a panda, you're going to do a polar, you're going to do a brown bear.
And then you got your brown bears. Those are your dangerous bears. I don't think polar bears and panda bears are dangerous. Oh, because they all are bears.
Right. So now what I want you to do is assign one to each Bosa. Which one do we have?
I think we got the brown bear.
We got the brown bear.
Yeah. I think Joey's the black bear and Dad's the grizzly bear.
And Dad's the grizzly bear?
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the same order I would have had him in too. So I like that. I ain't mad at you.
Because I need Nick to change his name from small bear. Like, don't be a small bear.
Right. Like
Nick is like brother bear. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like that, man. Y'all, these comments is crazy. Oh, I'm never gonna catch up. I was trying to
nah, bro. They still on Lawrence Taylor, bro.
Like, yeah, man.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like that cat, it was what he needed. Like, listen, hey, I ain't judging nobody. That cat was a scary motherfucker on the football field, bro. It's a different time, though. Different time.
Yeah,
the reason why they probably created the laws they got in the NFL now.
Right. And to this comment here, I spoke on Aaron Banks earlier. Yep. It was a little, like I said, a point of contention also in the group chat. Alex Barrett, right? Alex Barrett, one-on-one against.
Oh yeah,
Aaron Banks, and people weren't happy about it, and I said it was one rep. I haven't heard about him getting beat all camp like how some other
Bears were tough. Well, I mean, it could have been a rep where Alex, the smaller guy, got leverage and used his weight against him. I mean, that's kind of what, you don't know if I got a gun. I'm just playing. That's what some of these forms of art, like, when you're working out, it's not about, you ever fight a little person and they just knew how to use your body weight. And next thing you know, like so. And that's shout out to Alex Barrett then. You know, that doesn't make Aaron Banks soft. He just got to be better and using, you know, his God-gifted, you know, ability. I've heard Aaron Banks has been having a hell of a camp. So let's call it like it is. And that was reported from Trent Williams. So if you don't want to listen to Trent, then you got to take it up with the Silverback.
Right. And that goes to this comment right here. So you take it how you want. Take it how you want.
Didn't we have this conversation though?
We sure did. We tried.
Yo, listen, I watched a video.
Oh.
The attack force, the upper body strength of a Silverback is unknown. It's ridiculous, bro. I'm not saying bears aren't bigger, but the Silverback's got a different type of strength, man. It's like they primates, bro. Like
right. They just different.
They just different.
Yeah. So it's interesting, man. It was a fun debate, man. And there's a YouTube page, like it's like any two animals against each other, and they do all their like the bite force, the strength, the weight, and all that stuff, the PSI or something.
I was watching that.
Yeah, and then they'll show you like a fake automated one and how the fight would end up going. They used to have a show like that on TV. I can't remember what, I think it was on Discovery Channel or Animal Planet, one of those two. It was a show like that on TV, and that's what the whole show was about. They would take two different animals that people would say lion versus tiger, and tigers always got disrespected. Ain't no lion beating a tiger. It's not gonna happen. But whatever.
Really?
Not even close. People don't realize how big tigers are. That's the problem.
So tigers, but the size, it's not about the size, bro.
Tigers are more agile.
Okay, quicker. Well, then that's the conversation that we were having with the Silverback versus the bear.
Yes, sir. So, you know, that's that. There is another tweet that I want us to get to though, really quick. Let me get the comments off. Sorry, guys, if I don't get y'all's. Please don't take it as a sign of disrespect. I got another tweet over here that I want us to go over here. Let me see. So we talked about George Kittle, Trey Lance. Okay, here we go. Our guy Javon Kinlaw is back and he's healthy, man. And Jordan Elliott had a really good tweet that I want to share with y'all. So check this out here. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Let me click the right one. There it is. Boom. All right. Is it up? We up? We good? All right. It says Javon.
You got to switch to you got to make it. I'll do it.
Oh, my bad.
You got to take our things off.
The brand.
Yeah.
I thought I had it on the thing. There it is.
There you go.
All right. So he says here, Javon Kinlaw had a sack on the second play of 11 on 11s today. He looks really good out there. Powerful, explosive, good get off. Adding a healthy Kinlaw to an already loaded defensive front could propel this 49ers D-line into the stratosphere.
Man, I told y'all motherfuckers about Kinlaw a long time ago. Y'all was sitting there talking about he ain't gonna be, DeForest Buckner. He not gonna be. Y'all could get off. Peachy, put the eggplant. Get off Kinlaw's eggplant.
Where you got the button? Push it. Yeah.
And it's funny because it's like, oh, he stayed hurt. Oh, this, that, and the third. Listen, he came into the NFL with injury issues. You guys do know when you get into the NFL, the doctors are like far superior than the collegiate doctors, right? Yeah, I think everybody knows. Is this another moment? Like, it's common sense. These guys got money. They get better treatment. And he finally got stuff cleaned up. Then he needed time to heal. Now he just needs reps. I don't understand why when we draft a player, they got to be right away, ready to go all out to replace a player that we got rid of. Like, no. It takes a minute. Trust the process. I hate that shit too. Trust the process. Hate Philly.
Well, let me ask you this question. Let's make this a fun one. I think Kinlaw's going to have a hell of a season. I think he's going to be a great run stopper. I think he's going to apply a little bit of pressure up the middle.
Mike. Does anybody take pictures of my tweets so I can have them as receipts?
Well, while you look it up, I think he's going to apply some pressure up the middle. I think he's going to be as good as. All right, here we go. I'm about to get in trouble. I think he's going to be as good as, maybe better than DJ Jones. I think that's part of the reason why the Niners were comfortable moving on from Jones this offseason. Now, with that said, what I want us to do is play another animal game. So you let me know when you're ready for the game. I'm going to explain the rules, though, okay? We have Trent Williams as a silverback.
Mm-hmm.
Ayuk is earning the respect in the name of a dog. Like, he got that dog in him.
Mm-hmm.
So
You know who?
Deebo,
Ayuk's the German Shepherd. He's the German Shepherd.
He's the German Shepherd. All right. And we got Nick Bosa as the...
He's a bear. I call him a brown bear. He's a brown bear.
What animal are we putting on Kinlaw? Because that's a big dude, too.
A rhinoceros.
Oh, the rhino. Oh, okay. We had a rhino in the 49ers before.
We did. Alex Boone. No.
Alex Boone, man. Number 75.
Alex
You're right. Alex Boone. You were at,
all right, so we won't call him a rhino then.
Nah, I like that, though. Why not? No, you want to get him a different one? Ooh, someone said a bull.
I like the bull.
All right. What do y'all think out there, y'all? Let's get an animal to apply to Javon Kinlaw.
But why the bull?
Stubborn. He's clearly stubborn.
Very much so.
Strong as hell.
Very much so.
And you don't want the horns.
I didn't want to call him a hippo. That sounds offensive. But
it's not like you calling him fat, right?
Nah, they're dangerous, bro. You ever see a hippo? Like, yeah.
And they're very temperamental too. Oh, maybe a hippo might be perfect. A hippo might be perfect, man. But
that might be one. They said killer whale too.
Somebody said a squirrel. Who said a squirrel?
Because he eats squirrels. He said buffalo, no bill. Tanya says Sasquatch. That's what I'm talking about. Bigfoot. That's Kinlaw, bro.
The Sasquatch. That's not offensive. That's not worse than a whale. I mean, rhino.
Yo, my mom. I used to be so fat. My mom used to call me a beluga whale, yo. And I don't know if I should have got offensive about that. Like, was that offensive? Beluga. Yeah.
Baby beluga. They said he's already the barbarian. Does he go by that already?
He does go by the barbarian, doesn't he?
Well, let me chill then.
But that's not an animal name. We're talking about an animal name. Pay attention. Animal name.
Is the Sasquatch an animal?
It's a half animal, half man, right?
I'm not really sure what it is.
That's what it is. It's called the Bigfoot. You ain't never see Harry and the Hendersons?
Yeah, but I didn't know that was part man. I just thought it was a whole separate, like how a gorilla is, like in the same.
What if we call Kinlaw? You ready for this? I got the perfect name.
All right, this might be getting bad.
No, that's not offensive. That's not offensive because I like that actually. What was King Kong though? King Kong was a gorilla. Silverbacks are gorillas. What was King Kong? A gorilla, right?
He was a gorilla too, yeah.
But he wasn't a silverback gorilla, was he?
Nah. No, wait. Was he just a giant ape? No, he was a gorilla. He didn't have a tail. He was a gorilla.
Oh, apes have tails?
No.
Okay. We got to go watch some more Animal Planet.
Orangutans don't have tails. They're apes. Oh, fuck.
They said King Kong was a big ass gorilla.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Yo, y'all making me forget what I was gonna say. Oh, you know who Javon Kinlaw is? Is this the Loch Ness monster, bro?
Mythological animal.
Yeah, he got the locks.
So,
he's a monster.
Gorillas are a distinct genus within apes. So apes composes all of them without tail.
Oh, so gorillas are apes.
Right. Yes.
Gotcha.
Not yes. Yes. Yep. That's it. Okay. Thank you, Google.
This is funny.
You are what you eat. Squirrel. Okay. The Taurus, which is a bull, right?
That's a bull.
I'm not Googling this, but I feel like there's an answer in here.
I'll Google it. Hold on. John, how you spell that shit? What is it?
Gigantopithecus. Gigantopithecus.
It popped up, bro. No lie. Like it just popped up.
I said
that's a monkey. I mean, that's a we can't call black people monkeys, bro.
You just called him an ape. You just called him a gorilla.
Yo, I I can't do this anymore. Next topic, bro. I can't do this anymore.
I'm sorry. All right, that was it. All right, let me here we go. Oh, it said an ox. Okay. An ox.
Wait,
But
now
I
what's
feel like
the ox though? Is that a bull? A cow? Ox? It's an ox.
I don't know, but their tail is good. I've had oxtail.
The oxtails and they're expensive.
Yeah, now the prices really went up a lot since COVID.
What
I don't know
is
what happened.
an ox? Yeah, it's a bull. It's a castrated bull.
Oh no, let's not castrate him. He said his nut's big. He can't be an ox. He can't be an ox. That's not that we can't do that.
My nuts is bigger than yours, son. No, he said my balls is bigger than yours.
Ah man. All right. Let me see what else I had on the docket. We're gonna keep this show going. We're gonna keep it moving, man. Y'all are having I'm having
Y'all can't tell me that wasn't a fun exercise though.
No, that was cool, right? I like that one. Deebo breaks his silence. Let's talk about that. And then I have one tweet to go over after that. So Deebo had a presser, and I thought it was pretty cool actually. Once I got a chance to hear it. There was a lot to take away from the presser, in my opinion. So what we'll do here is we'll go tit for tat. You go first, I'll bring the tat. All right. You bring the tit, I'll bring the tat. And we'll just talk about some of the big takeaways from Deebo's presser. It was a much needed one. Congratulations to him. And I think, well, let's talk. Give me a takeaway that you had from this.
How about you do the titting and I do the tatting?
Cool. His agent put him up to all that shit.
Yes.
That was one of the biggest takeaways I had from this presser. They asked him a whole bunch of questions, and I'll just pick one of them. Someone straight up asked him, "Is that why you took the 49ers off of your Instagram and your Twitter, like your bio?" And he was like, "A lot of stuff happened. That was it was all business. It was all business." He kept referring back to business when they asked him a bunch of different questions. Damn, I got paused by Miss Debbie. Y'all gonna make me choke tonight between Debbie and Miss Peachy. Yeah, so it seemed like a lot of the antics, it was a media team. He said at one point, "My people." He made it sound like it wasn't even physically him doing it all the time. I thought that was a big takeaway. All negotiations, all business. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they did ask him about requesting the trade as well, because they were trying to really get, like, after he answered those questions, they were really trying to get him to say something like different, like, why do you regret requesting the trade? And then he said, it's just a part of the business. You know what I'm saying?
He never said no. But
he never said no. He never said yes. He says a part of business, but I'm a 49er. So let's move on.
And I'm happy to be.
And I'm happy to be a 49er. Yeah, I'm sorry,
yes.
Mike. I didn't put the semantics into. Yeah, you're right.
Not because for someone like me, who I told y'all I was done with the kid. Like, that's important to me.
But because for him to say that, yeah. But you knew, like, we all knew that this was what was going to go down. You all knew that the 49ers wanted Deebo. Y'all thought y'all knew that that Deebo didn't want the 49ers, but guys, that was a crock of bull crap, because his agent, his team, right, was trying to get Deebo. It's the same thing shit we doing with Jimmy. Like, we're trying to build up the brand. We're trying to build him up. We're trying to make him more worth than, you know what I'm saying? We want to, and the main thing that they were trying to do was speed up the fucking process. Deebo probably wanted this done a long time ago, but the team takes its time. The team probably wasn't budging, and then the team didn't give in. Now, I got a question, and not to go all the way off of the topic, but I don't know this by heart, and I should. When was George Kittle signed? When was Fred Warner signed?
End of July and August.
End of July, like as far as the 31st?
I don't know if it was the exact.
Well, that's what I want to know, because we need to see.
I'm saying one was signed in August. The other one was signed in July. Yeah.
Kittle was in August. So it took Kittle longer to get the deal. You know what I'm saying? So the 49ers do their due diligence, man. They work on their own clocks. apparently they don't care what you do as far as your antics. And behind the closed doors, you know, the national media is saying that, oh, these guys are far away. They weren't far away. Did you hear? My biggest takeaway was his relationship with Kyle Shanahan.
And he said they tight as hell.
Did I not say that though, Mike? Did I not say in the 25th hour, Kyle gonna give him a call, be like, Deebo, stop playing. You ready to suit up?
Exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said.
He did the same thing with Trent Williams because Parag Marante won't play around with numbers. Where was Trent about to take his ass, bro? To a team that wear red and look like ketchup and mustard. Trent was almost a Kansas City Chief. Let's keep it $100.
Almost a Chief. But in the 25th hour, like you said.
Kyle Shanahan. It's the relationships. That's why Kyle is so intricate to this team. You guys talk about certain players not coming here. I don't care who the player is. I think Kyle Shanahan has the ability to stoop down to a player's level and bring the player up to his level. That's what you call a mother freaking teacher. Excuse me, a good teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. A leader of men. Yeah. He's getting better. He's getting better, man. And, you know, you spoke about Trent Williams. My biggest takeaway was the fact that he said, I went and spent the whole week. And this is what I thought was cool about that. Not a single picture, not a single tweet. Trent Williams spoke when OTAs first started and said, I made it very clear to Deebo that if he needs somebody to talk to, I'm here. The veterans on this team that have gone through this, myself, Fred Warner, and George, have all told him if he needs to talk to us, we are here. And he took him up on that offer. He went and spent the whole week with him, and they didn't let it out. You know why they couldn't let it out? Because then they lose that leverage. All the antics all of a sudden get reversed if we find out, oh, you hanging out with Trent. You hanging out with the Niners players. You ain't trying to go nowhere if you still hanging out with them. He had to hold up this image advised by his agent that he wasn't happy here, that he didn't want to be around the team. And
it's part of the game.
And then, like Miss Debbie says here in this comment here, he said there was a whole lot I could say, but they are saying I can't. He was restricted and said. That's it. That's it. This Deebo wanted to be here. He wanted to be here. He wants to be here. And then he ended the presser by saying, our goal is the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know what else y'all wanted from that man. I honestly, I would have asked. I'm not gonna say I'm a pocket watcher. I would have been like, do you have any big purchases in mind? Yeah, I like hearing about. I'm serious. I like hearing about players who want to buy their parents a house. You know what I mean? Or, you know, this church that I grew up going to is falling apart. I'm gonna get them a new church. So, like, I like hearing things like that. So it's not so much pocket watching, but I always like you can't.
Like, how they gonna give back to those that invested in them? That's kind of dope. He takes care of his mom too.
Yeah, I like
mom
hearing
is
that
funny.
kind of stuff. So, I thought that would have been a dope question, but I guess maybe they're probably advised not to ask about money. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, because when the rookies get signed, they ask rookies sometimes, like, what you gonna do now? You got your rookie contract. What are you gonna do? So yeah, they ask those questions, bro. They didn't care about that though. They only cared about, like, they wanted to get down to the nitty gritty and understand, like, how did this even come about? Like, I'm like. Why did you like a cowboy picture, and why did you say you wanted to request? Why did you request a trade, and whatever?
And are there any restrictions about you being a running back or wide back?
That cat didn't say there was zero restrictions.
Zero restrictions. He said, "Look, y'all heard what I said at the Pro Bowl. Watch my film at the Cowboys game."
So he made another reference to the Cowboys, Mike. But that one you was cool with. I'm petty. I know. I know I'm petty, and yeah, I know I'm petty. And I do want to shout out Kali, because Kali knew from the jump that this was all. This is. I'm just gonna tell you this. That's how I would have did business the same way.
I was cool with everything except liking the Cowboys picture.
That you were.
I told everybody. I said, look, I'm mad at this, but I understand with his age and everything, he needs to get extended now, not later. I was very clear on it. So I just want y'all to know how I felt, how I still feel. You know what I'm saying? Now we got one more thing that we got to get to. Oh yeah, but no, he said that the wide back is here to stay. Like, he's not going nowhere.
That's what he said.
His thing. He said, I said what I said at the Pro Bowl. Like, I meant it. Like, and it's cool. It's so clear that he wanted to say something along the lines of, I had to do that. It was part of the negotiation, but he's not allowed to say that. It was so cool.
But you know that. Like,
right.
You gotta know that. You can't be like, you have to understand that these players are commodities. They're entities. They're businesses. They literally get 1099s. You get a 1099, you're a freaking business. So you have to understand that they have to do everything in their possibility to build their brand, protect their brand, and make the most for their brand. Because if they don't, guess what they're going to be? Out of business.
Exactly.
So,
you're absolutely right.
So I need people to understand that. And I know people are not going to like it. I know people might not agree with it. I know people may call people out of their names. There's no need for any of that, because all he is doing is building and protecting his brand. I felt like Deebo built his brand. He built his brand right here in San Francisco. They drafted him in the second round. He went out there, battled through injuries, had a healthy season, and proved that he could be one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He gave you an all-pro season, and you still have mother saying that he got to go out there and prove it again. What is wrong with you? Prove it again? Oh, it could be a fluke. Y'all crazy, yo. That ain't how it work.
Right.
That ain't how it work. Especially when you got guys on the rise, Mike. That's why I don't like coming on the show, because Mike don't ever let talk. He just let me talk. Especially when you got guys rising up. You just told me, Mike, the other day, Ayuk's targets is going to get bigger. Jawan Jennings' targets is probably going to get smaller because he can't catch. And then there's other. I'm just playing Jawan. And then it's like, so you get what I'm saying? Like, so Deebo may not be able to produce what he did, but he's already an all-pro. And then with that title comes different shit. What did they start doing to George Kittle? Triple teaming him, making sure he wasn't the guy catching the ball. That's what happens. He's gonna get the coverage. All
Why does pineapples won't come down this glass for me, bro?
I didn't know you like pineapples like that too, bro. Pineapples is blazing.
They won't come down this glass for me. I gotta like scoop them out. This is embarrassing.
Pineapples.
All right. I got one more thing for you before we wrap up, man. And then we can shoot the shit, or we can just wrap up and go home.
Okay.
All right. But this one, we talked about the one-on-ones today and how Aaron Banks lost one to somebody 250 pounds. But there was somebody else whose name I caught in the one-on-ones that I was actually pretty excited about. All right. And it's another offensive lineman, believe it or not. So
it better be my guy.
Here, we ain't about to get hyped. I'm gonna let you read this one. Oh wait, we gotta take the thing off.
Spencer Burford! Yo, I'm telling you, this kid is gonna be a problem. I'm telling you.
Bust it down, bro.
And fourth-round pick Matt Brown's reported. Fourth-round pick Spencer Burford is taking every first-team rep at right guard this summer. Today also was the first day of one-on-one pass rush drills between D and O linemen. I had Burford either winning or battling to draw on all four of his matchups. A strong day for the rookie. That kid got strength. Now, I want everybody to know that he's not a freaking right guard, ladies and gentlemen. He is a tackle. But the fact that they're shaping him up and he's performing well at this spot is only going to be great for the 49ers. Why? Because next season, when they move on from Mike McGlinchey, they push him back to where his natural position is, and then they bring in some of the other guys that they're developing at the guard position. This is going to be crazy, bro. Spencer, first of all, he's probably watching the show. And Spencer, if you're watching the show, bro, I just want to say that you're a real one and you know what that means. And if y'all don't know what that means, I can show you my DMs. Me and this cat talk I'm he my friend. Like I'm like, oh snap.
Don't show the DMs.
Don't show the
He was kidding. He was kidding, Spencer.
My bad, Spencer. I just want people to know that you're a real one, bro. And I think that's dope, yo. Because you don't have to do that. You don't have to take time out of your day to check your messages or things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And players, when they do that, it's dope. But I'm gonna tell you, man, right now, he doesn't even have, Mike, his grown man strength yet.
He don't. And I've heard players, prominent players, talk about how he's so good. Like he does stuff like he don't know he ain't supposed to be doing yet. You know what I mean? I've heard interviews, I've heard pressers where other players are talking about him like this kid doesn't know that, that's not supposed to happen as a rookie. You're not supposed to be doing X, Y, and Z already in a good way. Like you're not supposed to be able to recover this fast in the NFL. You know what I mean? Like you're not supposed to be. They're really pumping this kid up. And Breezy, I don't think this is lip service.
No,
I don't think it's lip service because they had the media, the 49ers media had no problem blasting Aaron Banks, the second round pick. This guy's a fourth round pick. And they're praising him like that. I haven't seen, listen, I've heard that the offensive line is terrible. I haven't heard a lot of negative about him either, man. Am I wrong?
No, look, is he going to lose some battles? For sure. Right? There's a learning curve he still has to get. He has to go up against different defensive linemen and things like that. They're going to have different moves. He's going to be playing some of the best defensive linemen in the league. They're but he's getting whipped into shape in the right way. Plus, he's playing out of position, and I just want to own in on that part. Like he's really playing out of position. But the fact that he's shown, how many guys do the 49ers bring in here and they play them out of position and they struggle? Like, well, he's not.
Almost all of them.
Yeah. So this is a good thing to have. This is a good situation for him to be in. All he has to do is keep going out there, making the best of his opportunities. That cat will be starting for the 49ers, I would say, next year, 100%.
He might be starting this year. You're
right.
I'm sorry, but like
is what I meant.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was gonna say, cause listen, man. Tanya just said it in here. She's hearing good things about Banks also, and I said that earlier in the show. It's funny. The guards are supposed to be the point where we were like, "What's going to happen here?"
Yeah, I think that the biggest issue is going to be center, but I think the offensive line, once they get their continuity down, then it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Right now, they're working on continuity, and it's inconsistent, right? Because Trent Williams is light. Mike McGlinchey has light practices. Those guys they're not out there the whole time. So you're getting a lot of more looks from the other players, right? They're out there. They're not out there with Trent. Trent's not there to sit there and tell Banks, look, you need to be here. Guys, do y'all forget that Trent Williams and Laken Tomlinson didn't get along year one?
I forgot. I don't think I forgot it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, when they traded for Trent, they were miscommunicating, not get along, but as far as football continuity,
the cohesion,
the cohesion.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They weren't gelling, and I don't know what happened. Because I remember a lot of people thought that Trent wasn't a captain. Like they were like, oh, he's not Joe Staley. He doesn't know how to talk to the players. And I'm like, yo, Trent just got here, bro. Y'all got to get that guy a man to get settled in, man. He don't know these people like that. You just can't come in here and lead people that you don't know. You got to test the waters out. You got to see who people are. But I tell you what, Trent helped Laken Tomlinson become a Pro Bowler. Now what? And he helped Laken Tomlinson get a deal. Now what? Talk now. That's how dope Trent is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't have said it any better, man. I see the TDP in here. A couple of comments about Ty Davis Price. Listen,
Trey Sermon is running back too, guys. Just want y'all to know that.
Well, this is scary because I was hoping that TDP would emerge as running back one. All right,
I got you. Let me go ahead and block these. I don't know how these sex people get in here.
Oh, I had them. Now two other ones popped up.
No, you got it. You just
I had TDP going down as running back one, but I was listening to you and Chapman's show earlier, and y'all have your eyes on another running back.
Bro,
where the hell they all going to fit?
It's because Jordan. You know how Kyle Shanahan's a genius, and let me explain to you why he's a genius. And he surrounds himself. Kyle Shanahan is Dr. House. You ever watch that show?
It's based out of Jersey. Of course I watched that show. Are you kidding me?
I thought House was based out of Boston.
No, it was Princeton. Princeton Medical.
I always thought it was Boston. Okay.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Anyway, so
well, go ahead.
No, I could be wrong. It's okay. So what I'm trying to say is, yes, Kyle is the genius behind everything, but he surrounds himself with younger geniuses, like younger minds, like different minds. You get what I'm saying? And then that's when the light bulbs start coming on. That's what you do as a coach. Whoever brought Jordan Mason, whoever scouted him and brought him to Kyle Shanahan's attention, they deserve a round of applause. Because what Jordan Mason is doing right now as an undrafted guy, and this is why I say Kyle's a genius. Kyle takes these guys that are undrafted for two reasons. Reason number one, they're cheap. Reason number two, they play with chips on their shoulders. Yeah. Why? Because don't nobody else want them. You gonna give me a chance, coach? All right, cool. I'm gonna come back out here and I'm gonna do this and do that. Thank you, DJ Malone.
I only put that up there because that's where I graduated from. I graduated from Plainsboro.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And so having this Jordan Mason kid outshine these running backs, like we've seen it before. We saw Elijah Mitchell. What was he? A 5th round pick, 6th round pick? Outshine the 3rd round pick. Like this, some guys just come in more ready. Andy Smith. Some guys come in way more hungry. Lake City says this is an Anthony Lynn pick. I wouldn't be surprised. He got 2 running backs. He got a guy he drafted because I know Lynn. I can tell you right now, TDP is an Anthony Lynn pick.
You think so?
I know so.
I ain't mad at it, man.
Bell cow running back. Listen,
I like the kid, man. As long as he can stay healthy, we'll be all right. Speaking of staying healthy, this is gonna be the last thing we touch on before we get out of here, y'all. We want to thank y'all for checking us out so far, man. Nothing but nines. We've been rocking, man. Wayne Breezy, hardest working man in the industry right now, is doing his 50th show for the night, and he's gonna rest soon. Okay, but speaking of staying healthy, Trent Williams has only played in 16 games twice.
Okay,
in his entire career.
Where we going with this, Mike?
Who's our backup left tackle if Trent goes down?
I think Colton McKivitz is the guy. I think that's the guy that got the backup work last year when Trent missed the games. And I think Kyle Shanahan is comfortable in putting him in there as that left tackle, bro.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. There was nothing. I wasn't setting up nothing. Wasn't leading in anything else.
That's a great question because you got to have it. The question is, how many? The real question you should be asking is, how many offensive linemen are we going to keep?
8.
Because that's where it gets tricky. Because we got a whole slew of guys that may be on the practice squad. And then the question is, who's going to be swing tackle? You're hearing Justin School's name. Is he having a decent camp? You're also hearing that Jalen Moore is struggling. Like, there's a lot of players that still need time to develop. So the way I'm looking at it is just like, hey, who's going to be, the 8 guys on the offensive line? How many offensive linemen we taking?
I think 8. I can look up I can see how many we kept last year real quick.
I think it's 8, right?
49ers.
You got your starting 5, you got your swing tackle, and then you keep 2 more guards, right?
Yeah.
And this is why they're doing this with Daniel Brunskill, bro. Like, this is why they're trying to get him to play, because they can use him as guard, and they can use him as emergency center.
They kept 3 guards.
3 guards.
4 tackles. That's 7.
4 tackles, and a center.
1 center. That was it.
So it's gonna probably be the same thing.
8.
Let's go. Let's do it. Who's gonna be the center? Is it Jake Brindle?
Yes.
All right. So you got Jake Brindle. That's your center. So now you got 7 more. Who gonna be the 4 tackles?
You got Trent,
Colton,
Mike. What's more classified as?
They got guard. They want him to play guard. Like, he was drafted as a tackle, but they want him to play guard.
Who's gonna be our other tackle?
It's probably gonna come down to Justin School.
Is it School?
I don't think any of the other guys would be there. I think School might end up being the swing.
Damn.
As far as your guards, yeah, it's crazy, right? As far as your guards, you got Banks, you got Burford, and we need one more, right? It's probably gonna be Jalen Moore. Who am I leaving out?
Did we have Brunskill on?
We left out Brunskill, so it's probably gonna be Brunskill, not Jalen Moore. See where I'm going with this?
Brunskill is guard center.
Yeah, but he's still gonna be classified as a guard.
Yes, yeah.
So there's your three guards.
That versatility, he's probably gonna make it.
Right.
So Jalen Moore is gone.
That's crazy.
We ain't say Burford. Oh,
yeah, I did. I said Burford and Banks.
Oh, okay, Burford. Okay,
Burford, Banks, Brunskill.
So no Poe, no West.
The developmental guys. I think those are guys that'll be able to clear waivers and they'll be on your practice squad, which is what the 49ers need.
I want to change my answer.
Okay.
Who was our backup tackle? We said.
So we got Justin School as the swing.
All right, I'm gonna take him off.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep West.
So you think they're gonna keep two centers?
I'm saying that only off of financial because of the guarantee he got, and I know it don't mean anything. You know, like that kid KD Cannon had the biggest guarantee of any unsigned, undrafted free agent that year.
Yeah,
I think West had the biggest one. So we know it doesn't mean that they're going to make the roster because they cut KD Cannon before cuts. You know what I'm saying? So they don't mean anything. But I think I liked him a lot, and I hope that they liked him too. But I haven't heard a lot about him. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard a lot about him.
All right, DJ Malone has a question. It says, weird question. Do y'all think TDP could be a 2,000-yard rusher in the future? It is possible for Deebo to accomplish at the wide back, 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving like Roger Craig. 2,000 yards rushing? Do you see that in TDP?
Kyle will never let it happen.
No, it's too much to go around. He's going to be the bell cow, but he doesn't have to be the bell cow that has to score all the points like on some Derrick Henry stuff, like or how Adrian Peterson was used. Like, you know what I mean? And those guys are, in my opinion, they're overused. I mean, I can see Derrick Henry. He might not be the guy you want to draft in fantasy football right away. Like, you might want to wait on him because he's coming back off the injury, right? And they overuse him. Now they do got Treylon Burks there, but we got to see how it kind of works out there in Tennessee. But as far as TDP, I would 1,000-yard rusher.
We've drafted too many running backs for him to get the bulk of the carries. They really do like Elijah Mitchell.
Yes. And the 49ers
and I are hoping
running
for
backs. Right. I said the 49ers like to keep a plethora of running backs.
Right. Well, they've needed them. So, you know, and we're hoping for a reemergence from, or an emergence, I should say, from Trey Sermon.
Yeah.
So all that can't be true. Now, he did say in the future, but I don't see it happening.
I mean, unless some of those contracts expire and now you're going with him like he's on some Frank Gore stuff, he's the sole back, and you got a different back, then that changes the situation. But I don't think he has like
150 yards a game, right? What's 2,000 divided by 17?
I don't think he has the speed, which is something I think he's going to need.
He's got some speed now, but he don't have that long distance speed. You know how Derrick, you mentioned Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry will hit a gear and stay in that gear.
True. That's exactly the speed he has. Once he gets accelerated, he hits a gear.
So 2,000 divided by 17. Oh, it's not 150. It's only 117. That's it. 117. I tell you what, if Kyle were to commit himself to having just one back a game, then it is possible. I just don't think Kyle will do that. Is that fair to say?
I do.
Between Trey Lance running, between Mixon and Deebo Samuel, even with just one back, that's really, really hard to do for 17 straight games. So I don't think so. Yep. I don't think so. In fact, I would not be surprised if we didn't have a 1,000-yard rusher on the roster this year. That wouldn't surprise me at all. It's a lot of balls to go around, bro.
Yeah, but Kyle sticks with the hot handball. Like, if Elijah Mitchell is hot, he sticks with him. That's Kyle Shanahan. It's always been that. Yeah, he's been inserting different guys because of injuries, bro. So
I disagree. Look at 2019, right?
yeah, it was
Super Bowl year.
Mostert.
And Coleman. He went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He always alternated. That's
Yeah,
why
but that's two backs. That's what I mean. I'm talking about. You said when you say the back, we got like 3-4 running backs. So against the two backs, I agree. It's going to be some type of back and forth, and it depends on the game plan. Do I need to ground pound more? Do I need speed or whatever? And if Kyle is smart, he would utilize. He would bring thunder and lightning every game. The question is it going to be the same two backs every game? Or is it going to be a mixture? Because I think Kyle Shanahan has a special connection with Jermichael Hasty, bro. Like, Hasty's probably the best pass catching back we got. Except for that one in the NFC Championship game. But
all right, yeah. I'll just say yeah. Because I was gonna say I don't know, the running back room is weird. It's really weird, and we just got to see how it shakes out. Because Kyle mentioned something that I can't remember the exact words
about Elijah Mitchell.
No.
Okay.
He mentioned about they asked him about his roster, and he said we have the roster to attack any opposing team we go against. So how you were talking about, is it going to be ground and pound, or is it going to be?
I see
what I'm
saying.
saying. So he's well aware of what he has here. It was a question about the roster around Trey Lance. We can attack any way we need to. If a team is susceptible to deep passes, we have those weapons here to do that. If a team is, you know what I'm saying, if they're vulnerable against power runs up the middle, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's well aware of what he has here, and he's gonna put together a game plan every week for every single opponent. It's not gonna be, this is our offense, I dare you to stop us. It's gonna be, this is what you struggle against, I'm coming.
Right. So he has a plan. He has weapons of mass destruction.
Boom. That's it, man. All right. I think we're done for the night, man. Y'all been great. Breezy, you know what time it is, man. It's time for final thoughts, bro. How we wrap up all these shows, man. What you got for me, bro? Leaving with something good.
Look, man. Look. Training camp has been nothing but great. Right now, they're going through the evaluation process. So you're going to see guys get, certain guys get in there, get reps, whatever. They got to test these guys out. They got to get these guys tested into the waters and through the fire and all that good stuff. I want to say, guys, don't worry about certain things, especially when it comes to this quarterback getting stuff right. Let him go out there and iron out his wrinkles. He's going to be great. You saw that he had a great day after a couple of down days, even though I didn't think there was context to his down days, but people don't care about context. But he had a great day. And at the end of the day, the 49ers are looking to be great, right? Their mindset is Super Bowl or bust. That's their mindset. You heard Dre Greenlaw say it. Look, man, you heard Samson Ebukam say, look, that's all we care about is winning the Super Bowl. Because you know why? They got so close. They got so close. And I know Ebukam wants to beat the snot dookie doc out of the Rams, yo. I know he does. I know he feels some type of way. And remember, he wasn't fully acclimated to the 49ers way last year. So just imagine how he's going to be this year. Now he's back to edge rushing, which is what he was doing in college.
Yeah.
So just stay faithful, y'all. That's all it is. Stay faithful.
All right. I like it, man. You're absolutely right, man. Ebukam was talking about that, it took a while for me I was an edge rusher in college, and then they moved me to linebacker, then I had to move back to edge. So it was a little bit of a transition, but he talked about Coach Sarek. I got a really, really good coach over here. And that's what I'm going to leave y'all with. Guys, we have a really, really good coach here. We have a really good coach, and I really think it's time, man. It's always frowned upon to come out and pick your team to go to the Super Bowl early, especially with a new starting quarterback and all the different things. It's just always frowned upon. You can't say that. You can't say that. But as things get closer and closer, the more I'm hearing about Trey Lance being tested, the better I'm hearing about how he's doing in those tests. I'm hearing Deebo come in and insert himself right back in the mix and getting out there and just bringing some energy, right? Deebo come out there and all of a sudden the wide receivers are fighting. Y'all take it for what y'all want. I think it's a great sign. I think energy is back on this offense. I think Kyle Shanahan is finally ready to say, I am going to outshine my defensive coordinator. And think about how good we all say this defense is. That's a scary, scary mixture.
I just want to say that Deebo's presence is so important to that offense. You'll see it week 1. You're not going to see it in training camp. You don't need to see it in training camp. You need the other guys to get brought up to speed. But week 1, if y'all know the Deebo that we know, that Mike and I know, if y'all know that Deebo, where he leaves it all out on the field every single week, watch how this offense start clicking. Just watch. It's going to be crazy.
That's it. Let's go home, man. Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
remain faithful, y'all. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners.